How many cups of coffee you drink a day? I'm a 1 cup Andy. In fact, on Tuesday, I had to run some errands. It was like 3 p.m. And I'm a 1 cup Andy, right? I've been a 2, 3, maybe even a 4 cup Andy at parts of my life, but I've gotten it down to a 1 cup Andy. I had a headache, and I was like, I know this headache. This headache is from not having enough caffeine. So I got an iced coffee from a coffee shop, and I said, I'm still cool. This isn't going to fuck up my sleep. I don't go to bed for like 7 hours. It fucked up my sleep. I fell asleep at like 12:30 instead of 10:30. Woke up tired the next day because I couldn't get enough sleep that night. And then had to, because then you end up in this like unstable equilibrium where now you got like less sleep, so you're tired, so your brain is like, you should have an extra coffee today. And then you got to be like, no, Satan, I'm going to beat this today. So I did. I'm happy to report I beat it on Wednesday. Probably not a big deal for many of you who beat it multiple times per day, but for me, that's like a special occasion. Still in the cold brew arc? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'm ever going to leave the cold brew arc. I think it's just the best coffee. It tastes good, sweetened or unsweetened, milked or unmilked. And the best part of all, it's ready to go as soon as you're ready for it to be ready to go. You don't have to like pre-order your coffee and be like, oh, I'm going to want a coffee in 21 minutes. I better get it now. I also don't know, people, they always blame like their behavior on cold brew, which seems crazy to me. Like it's just coffee. Sometimes people will be like, oh, I'm jittery today. The cold brew's hidden. And I'm like, you just drank too much. It's not the... I've been drinking cold brew for a long time. The only times I've ever had like jitters from cold brew is when I drank too many cups, or you get like a new barista who doesn't realize that you have to water down the concentrate. Then you find yourself, living in a shotgun shack. I will say, if you're like a non-caffeinated, if you're not a caffeine user, it's one of those chemical dependencies that's really not so bad. Like it doesn't fuck up your life as long as you can still get your fix. And I know you're like, that's all addiction. No, it's not. Because like drugs and alcohol, if you're addicted to them, your life is getting fucked up whether you got your fix or not. Coffee, as long as you got your fix, you're okay. You can still drive. You drive well caffeinated. It's not copium. It's having an understanding of, not all drugs are equal in their effects, Like you could be addicted to sugar and, no one's going to have like an intervention for you and be like, hey, we really got to talk about your sugar consumption. Predisposition towards like eating sugar is tearing this family apart. I lost my last job because I couldn't stop, eating fucking Sour Patch Kids when I was supposed to be doing open heart surgery or something like that. But anyway, what I was going to say was, like, I'm not saying get a caffeine dependency. All I'm saying is it's a relatively mild dependency to begin with. And then the other thing I was going to say is you're in the clear because being over-caffeinated is actually like the worst feeling that you will ever experience in your life. 1 cup of coffee is like the perfect amount for me. 2 cups of coffee is like nausea, headache, want to throw up, anxiety, and there's nothing you can do to make it go away except wait for it to be eliminated from your system. And it takes like half a day for it to be eliminated from your system. Like it's ruthless, man. Go a week without coffee and see what happens? No, like I've got shit to do. Why don't you go 1 week without pissing me off? Oh, it's not possible? Looks like you're addicted to pissing me off then. Which is, according to chat, about as bad as being addicted to heroin in terms of the effects on your life. So, sucks to be you. People in my chat will really be like, do you know you're addicted to coffee? And then the next message, they're like, I haven't remembered a dream since 2016. Like, you think I can't read between the lines there? You all gotta choose your vices, okay? I can live with my decisions. I forgot to mention, what a great segue. Thanks for the assist, Self. I had I'm stupid. I'm just dumb. I'm gonna live, though. Did you drink coffee on the cruise? I did, but here's the thing. I had to temporarily debase myself and become a warm coffee drinker. So on the first day, I got cold brew. Cold brew is a surcharge. They don't have free iced coffee. So I paid like $5 for the cold brew, and then it was like nuclear level cold brew. Like I was getting the jitters, and I said, this is not what I need. So then every morning when I snuck out to the buffet before the rest of my family woke up, I debased myself. I poured a drip coffee, and I let it cool down for half an hour, and then I drank it in like 3 gulps, and that was my coffee. They make the coffee too hot. I get that maybe like they have to make it hot to brew it, but like it's served too hot. I'm not talking just about the McDonald's case. Like it's one of the only drinks that like you get and then you don't get to drink it. Like you gotta wait. Try dry brew if you ever get in this situation again. The hell is dry brew? Is it just like a satchel full of caffeine pills? Just eat the grinds? I didn't have access to the grinds. Basically, yes. You eat instant coffee grinds? Grounds? I don't know why, but I just got like a mental image of someone putting like a K-cup in their ass and then clenching until like it broke. And then going like, The best part of waking up is Folgers in your ass. It doesn't matter what comes, put the cup in your ass. Just put the fucking cup in your ass. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool. Now put the damn cup in your ass. Fresh goes better, man. Did I stutter? An ex-boyfriend's friend once confessed to doing a coffee enema. I really don't think the secret to good health is going to be like anything related to your colon. And I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying that like whenever people are like, oh, I give myself like a colonic once every 6 months, I'm like, you do you. It just seems to me like, I mean, I had a colonoscopy. I guess it's not the same thing as an enema. I had a colonoscopy. After I got cleaned out, I was not like, oh, I want to do that again. Oh, I didn't press the space bar. I was like, I hope I don't have to do that again for some time. Isn't gut health super important? Aren't you begging the question? What does doing a coffee enema have to do with your gut health? You could take like a probiotic or something like that. NL is pro colon cancer. Are you listening to yourself? You're watching the wrong streamers. Just fishing for debates where they don't exist. He used begging the question correctly. I'm telling you, I feel like begging the question is like when people say gaslighting. If you're like, oh, I don't like guns. Someone will be like, oh, really? Would you shoot Hitler if you could? That's begging the question. Well, how about we'll start having a conversation when we get like a time machine? I'm begging your question. Please, I beg you, where's your time machine? You can do the coffee enema if you want. I'm just saying I think that maybe my hunch, I'm not suggesting that this is a scientific assertion. My hunch is that the benefits of a coffee enema are psychosomatic. Predominantly. Apparently that's a bold claim on the internet. I also feel like, are enemas actually good for you, or is it just something you go through because you have like a procedure of some sort that is coming up where you need no debris in your colon? It's not just erotic stuff. You must have to get an enema for, some procedures. I mean, I think that, like, I basically gave myself an enema for a colonoscopy. It's just that we didn't stick anything in. We just took everything out. Just like a heavy dose of laxatives. I give patients enemas like once a week for x-rays. Oh, don't tell me that. Because I think what you're saying is once a week I have a patient who requires an x-ray in a location that needs a clean colon. What I'm hearing is 1 in 50 patients has so much shit in their ass they need an enema before I can get any vision. And I'm like, that's me. I know I'm in the 2% there. I'm going to end up like spraining my ankle or something like that. They're going to get out the Erlenmeyer flask. I'm not getting a very clear image here. Could you bend over, please? Yeah. Get a badge in the chat to identify ya. You're my subscribers. Thanks for 72 months. Thank you for the gift subs. Thank you for the bitch. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the tips. Come over to my place, baby, you're a wreck. That's an original.